Hello students, in today's class this is the fourth part of motion chapter of class 9 CBSE. So if you are in another board, another state board, obviously this video will be very much helpful for you. So try to see all the things, because I am trying to go from very basic level to the very high level, so that you can easily solve the problems in your exam. Okay, so fact is that I am taking the first numerical from speed and velocity. Basically speed and velocity was the last topic I have discussed in part 3 of the motion chapter. So here also I am starting speed and velocity numericals. The first question is very simple. An object which is moving from A point, it is starting from A point, it is going to B. This angle is 90 degree and it just turns left and going to C. Okay, so A to B it is coming, turning left, it is going to C. What is the distance? 6 meter from A to B. It is taking 2 second time. 8 meter from B to C, and it is taking 3 seconds to travel. Okay, this is the basic fact. You have to now find out speed and velocity. So as I have said earlier that for speed and velocity you need to know about the things of like distance and displacement. So from speed is the concept coming from distance, right? So speed is what is the formula? That is distance upon time. Distance upon time. What is distance? From A to B it is 6 meter, from B to C it is traveling 8 meter. What is the total time? That is 2 second plus 3 second. 2 second plus 3 second. 2 plus 3, that is 5 seconds. So above it is 6 plus 8, 14 meter, and at the denominator it is 5 second. So how much we are getting? That is 2.8 meter per second. 14 by 5, how I am calculating this much faster, because 14 by 5, if you multiply both sides with 2, you will get 28, and at the denominator it is 10. So answer will be 2.8. No need to divide because it is 10, so you can shift the decimal place from here to here, it will come 2.8. okay, this is how you can easily calculate the speed. This is simple because distance is already been provided, right? Now for velocity, what you have to do actually? Velocity depends on displacement, means velocity is displacement upon time, right? Displacement upon time. And I have said in the last class that displacement is nothing but the distance between the initial and final point. Initial and final point. So what is the initial point? Here initial point is this A point and final point is what? That is C point. So if you connect this two, means initial and final point, then you will get a straight line which is known as displacement. So this length is known as displacement. What is the value of this length? Just calculate. What is the value of this length? Means from A to C. How you can calculate? Simple. Because this is a right angle triangle and AC is nothing but hypotenuse of this triangle, right? Hypotenuse of this triangle. So 6 meter is what is the perpendicular, 8 meter is the base, and hypotenuse is what? Hypotenuse is, you have to calculate. What is the formula? Formula is hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular square plus base square, right? Hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular square plus base square. So hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular is 6 meter, so 6 square plus base means how much? That is 8 meter, so 8 square. 6 square is 36, 8 square is 64, so you are getting how much? 36 plus 64, 100. Now h square is 100, so what is the value of h? Means hypotenuse. Hypotenuse will be 100 root under 100. So root under 100 means it will give you 10 meter. Okay, so 10 meter. Hypotenuse we already been calculated, that is 10 meter. So we are getting hypotenuse, that is 10 meter. Very much simple calculation, it is 10 meter. Okay, and Time taken means from A to C it is going, but via B it is coming, means A to B it is taking 2 seconds and B to C it is taking 3 seconds. So total time will be 2 seconds plus 3 seconds, means simple 5 seconds, right? 2 seconds and 3 seconds you have to add, because the object displacement is simple straight line, but time is important. For time we need to see that how much path it is traveling, right? Means along which path it is coming. This is how time you have to find out. So time means 2 seconds plus 3 seconds, which is 5 seconds. So what is velocity basically? Then velocity will be 10 meter, which is displacement, by time you are getting 5 seconds, 2 plus 3 5 seconds, so you are getting 2 meter per second. So 2 meter per second is the value of velocity. Okay, 2 meter per second. So here speed is 2.8 meter per second and velocity is just 2 meter per second. So this is how you can easily calculate the things. Next. So if you have any doubt in the previous problem, then obviously leave a comment. I will try to answer that. Okay, if your doubt is means very much long, then I will discuss it in the next class. Okay. So now next fact is that find out the speed and velocity for one complete rotation, for half rotation, and a condition is given which is uniform motion. Means what is uniform motion? You don't know about uniform motion, I will discuss about it, but for now I am saying uniform means velocity or speed is not changing. Okay, speed at each and every point is fixed. This is known as uniform motion. Means if at this point its speed is 5 meter per second, then its point at this point also its speed is 5 meter per second. Okay, this is the basic fact. Now it is taking 4 seconds to complete one rotation. Okay, for one rotation it is taking how much? That is 4 seconds it is given. So for one rotation time is given. Time is how much? That is 4 seconds for per rotations. Now for one complete rotation, one complete means if it starts from a point, then a point to means one complete means a point to a point it is coming, right? Means you have an idea about initial and final point. Initially if it was a, finally if it is also a, then a to a distance is how much? 0. It is traveling and coming to the same point, na? If points are same, then how you will get the separation between these two? Points should be like this, so that you can find out the distance or separation between these two. If these 2 points are same, means are coinciding with one another, then the distance is 0 between these two. So displacement is how much? Displacement means since it is going and coming to the same point, so this is why displacement is 0 for this case. Okay, displacement is 0. If displacement is 0, then velocity you can you will get an idea about velocity, that velocity is equals to displacement by time, so it will also be 0. Okay, velocity and displacement, these two are 0 for the first case I am doing for one complete rotation. And secondly, what about distance? See, displacement may be 0, but distance can never be 0. Means if an object or a body is in motion, then distance can never be 0. Okay, distance can never be 0. Now fact is that a to b it is coming, means a to b at first going, then to a, means for one complete rotation. So what about distance? Distance means the path length. You know, distance means what? Path length means it is traveling the whole path. It is traveling the whole path. Means whole path means what? Circumference of the circle, that is 2 pi r. Very simple. 2 pi r means 2 into 22 by 7 into 7 meter, because radius is given, which is 7 meter. So 7 you can cancel and your answer is 44 meter. So distance we are getting, which is 44 meter. Okay, and we need to find out the speed. So for speed, what we have to do? For we know that speed is equals to distance by time. Speed is equals to distance by time. Distance we are getting 44 meter for the first case, and it is taking 4 seconds for single rotation. So 4 seconds. If you cancel, then you will get 11. So 11 meter per second. So speed is 11 meter per second and velocity is 0 for this problem. Okay, so this is the first part. Now let's come to the second part. For half rotation, what will happen? Okay, for half rotation. So in case of half rotation, what is the distance and displacement? At first I have to find out. So let's come to the point. I am making the same circle here with a radius 7 meter. So let us consider this is the same circle is having radius 7 meter, and it's taking 4 seconds to complete one rotation. Okay, for a single rotation it is taking how much? That is 4 second time. So what about distance and displacement? How you can calculate? Let's take from A to B, means it is going half rotation. Half rotation means it's starting from A, it's going to B, just up to this. So up to this means what about initial point? Initial means starting point A and final point is B. So the distance or separation between initial and final point is this one. Means if you connect, then you will get a straight line, and that straight line is the displacement. So displacement is what? That is the diameter of the circle. So for this case, displacement is equals to the diameter of the circle. Diameter of the circle. And diameter is how much? 2 into radius. So 2 into 7 meter. 2 into 7 meter means how much we are getting? That is 14 meter. 14 meter is the displacement. Now one thing is that 4 seconds it is taking for full rotation. For one complete rotation it is taking 4 seconds. Since it is half rotation, so obviously half time will take, means if it is 4 seconds for complete rotation, then for half rotation how much? 2 seconds. So time taken for coming from A to B, it is 2 seconds just. Okay, because for this one it is 2 seconds, for this one it is 2 seconds. So 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 4 seconds total complete rotation. So what about the velocity? Velocity means nothing but the displacement by time. Displacement we have calculated, which is 14 meter, and time is how much? 2 seconds. Why it is 2 seconds? Because half path. Now if you cancel it will give you 7 meter per second. So velocity for this case means for the case of half rotation we are getting 7 meter per second. Now what about the speed? Speed is nothing. Speed is the distance by time, and distance is the path length. So what is path length? Path length means from A to B it is going from A to B. So path length means the circumference, along the circumference it is moving, and it is the half circumference. So distance will be half of the circumference, means half of twice pi r. So it is giving us how much? 2 will cancel, and it will be 22 by 7 into r means how much? R means 7 meter. So 7 it is cancelling, 22 meter. So 22 meter is the distance traveled, and how much time is fixed? 4 seconds for complete rotation, 2 seconds for half rotation. So speed will be equals to distance by time. So 22 meter by time is 2 seconds. So answer is 11 meter per second. So speed is same, and even you can see what is happening for the first case also we were getting 11 meter per second. For the second case also speed we are getting 11 meter per second. Why it is happening? Because of this line. I have already discussed about the here just one in a single line I have said about uniform motion, that at each and every point the speed of that particle or of the object is same, right? I have said this one. So this is why I am getting the same speed at each and every point on the circle. Okay, so this is the fact. So you can see the solution, you can note down all the solution, you can take the screenshot. So if any problem arises later, then you obviously comment me on the comment section. Next question, this is the last question for today, but this question is the most vital question. Vital means very much conceptual question it is actually. Conditions are same, uniform motion, and it is taking 4 seconds to complete one rotation. Okay, so it is also uniform motion, and 4 seconds it is taking to complete one rotation, right? So for one rotation if it is 4 seconds, then for half rotation it is 2 seconds, for 1/4 rotation it is 1 second, right? So this is the fact for time. Time is simple. Now for speed and velocity, let's come to these two parameters, and for speed and velocity you need to find out distance and displacement. Time is simple, just divide by time. So find out at first distance for all of these cases. So before coming to the solution, see what is written. 4.5 means what? 4 complete rotation and half rotation, right? 4.5 means what? 4 complete 1 by 2, this much. 2.25 means what? 2.25 means 0.25, you know, it can be written as 1 by 4. 0.25 means 1 by 4, so it is 2 complete 1 by 4. 3.75 can be written like this: 3 complete 3 by 4. This is the fact. Okay, 3 complete 3 by 4 means 0. If 0.25 is 1 by 4, multiply at this side and at this side with 3, you will get this 0.75, and 3 into 1 3, so 3 by 4. 3 by 4 means 0.75. okay, you can also divide 3 by 4 and you will get the answer that it is coming 0.75. Now now this is the fact that 4 complete rotation and half rotation it is performing. So what about distance? For distance, how much it is traveling? 4.5 rotation means 4 complete rotation and half rotation. So 4.5 full rotation, I can say that 4.5 full rotation means 4.5 into 2 pi r it is traveling. Okay, so 4.5 means from here you can easily calculate. 4.5 can be written as 9 by 2 means if you further simplify it, you will get 9 by 2. So into 2 pi r, so I am getting how much? That is 9 pi r, 9 pi r. Now put the values. So 9 into pi means 22 by 7 into r means 14 meter. So I am, if you further calculate, then 7 and this you will cancel, then 9 times 4, 36 into 11, 36 into 11 is 396 meter. So I am calculating this in rapid way and in general method, means in tricky way, very tricky way. You can normally calculate, no problem. Okay, so 396 is the distance we are getting for which? For the first case, means for 4.5 rotations we are getting. Okay, so this is distance. And how much time it will take? So 4 complete rotation, if for one rotation it is 4 second, for 4 rotation it is 4 into 4 16 second. Okay, one rotation it is taking 4 seconds, so 4.5 rotation it will take how much? 4.5 unitary method, 4 into 4.5, how much it is getting? 4 into 4.5 means 9 by 2, so this will take 18 second. So 18 second is the time taken for performing this 4.5 rotations. Okay, so now for speed you just have to divide this distance by time, right? Now let's come to this the problem which is on velocity, means speed we have already calculated by 396 divided by 18 meter per second. Further if you simplify, then you will get the answer of speed. And now for velocity, what you have to do? Velocity means displacement means it depends only on the initial and final point. It does not depend that how much rotation it is performing. It depends only on the initial and final point. See, 4 complete rotation means if it is starting from this point, then for after one rotation what will happen? It will come to the initial position, again for second rotation, again for third rotation, again for fourth rotation. So after 4 complete rotation it is here, means if someone asks you that after 4 complete rotation what is the displacement, it is 0. Why? Because initial and final points are same, because 4 complete rotation means it is coming to that point, to initial and final points are same, no distance, no separation between the initial final point. Okay, so now displacement is coming for 4.5, that 0.5, for that 0.5 terms, 0.5 rotation means what? From after completing 4 rotation it is at this point, and 0.5 means half rotation means this point. Okay, so basically it is coming to the diametrically opposite point. It is coming to the diametrically opposite point. So diameter is the displacement, diameter is the separation between initial and final point. So it is 14 meter and it is 14 meter. So what is the diameter? Diameter means 14 plus 14, how much? 28 meter. Okay, so we are getting displacement for this case. For the first case, displacement is how much? That is 28 meter, only the diameter. And what about the time? So time is simple, 4.5 rotations, and for single rotation it is taking 4 seconds. So 4.5 into 4, this will give you 18 seconds. So if you calculate displacement by time, 28 by 18, then you will get the velocity. So for velocity, displacement by time, displacement is 28 and time is 18. After solving this, you will get the answer. Okay, so this is the fact about the speed and velocity for 4.5 rotations. Now for I am now just means if you have seen the problem which is of part 2, motion part 2. Okay, in that lecture I have discussed already about the distance and displacement for these cases. If you don't know, then you can watch that video also. I am just explaining quickly that how you can calculate for 2.25 and 3.75 rotations. Okay, see, means if I explain na, then you can easily solve. You can easily solve with your own. So for 2.25 turns, see, 2.25 means what? I have already said 2.25 means 2 complete 1 by 4, 2 complete rotations and 1 by 4 rotations. So 1 rotation means this much, from this point to again this point. Now divide this into 4 segments like this. 4 segments I have divided. Now see, this is one part, this is one part, this is one part, this is one part. No. Why this is one part? One part means 1 complete rotation. Then since I am dividing it with 4 part, so obviously it will be 1 by 4th, 1 by 4th, 1 by 4th, 1 by 4th, simple. So 1 by 4th means from initial point it is going up to this. This is 1/4. 2/4 means how much? 2/4 means from here to here. 2/4 means how much? That is 2 you can cancel. 1 by 2 means half. 3/4 means what? 3/4 means 1, 2, 3, right? 3/4 means how much? 1, 2, 3. So 3/4 you are getting. 3/4 means what? 3/4 means 3 by 4. 3 by 4 if you calculate, it will give you 0.75. So 0.25 means 1 by 4, and for 1 by 4 what you need to calculate basically, that is this one, this distance. In case of distance, it is simple. Distance, if it is given that 2.25 full rotation it is performing, 2.25 full rotation means 2.25 into 2 pi r, right? So after further calculating, you can easily find out the result, that this is what? This is distance. Problem is on displacement. Why displacement? Because it depends only on initial and final point. So after 2.25 rotation, what will be the final point, you need to know. So after 2.25 means 2 complete rotation. After 2 complete rotation, its displacement is 0, means initial and final point will be same. And for 0.25 means 1 by 4 rotation. 1 by 4 rotation means it is going from this to this point. Means if it is 14 meter, then it is also 14 meter. Why? Because it is a circular path. Along a circular path it is moving. This is why. Now 14 meter we are getting the distance and displacement. We are getting the perpendicular and base. Now complete this one. This is what? This is hypotenuse of this triangle. This is what? Hypotenuse of this triangle. You know the formula about hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular square plus base square. Hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular is 14 square, base is 14 square. So 14 square means you can take 14 square common, and 1 plus 1 you will get, so 2 14 square, 2 into 14 square. Now what will be the hypotenuse? Just square root on this one, 2 into 14 square. Due to 14 square it will come outside, so hypotenuse will be 14 root 2. Hypotenuse will be how much? 14 root 2. And this hypotenuse from this to this point is what? That is displacement. So displacement will be 14 root 2. Distance will be 2.25 into 2 pi r. You can put the value of r as 14 and further calculate this one. You will get the distance. So take this as your homework to find out, means to calculate these things. Very simple thing, just mathematics. Okay. So if distance, displacement, these two things are known. If distance, displacement, these two things are known, now you can easily find out the speed and velocity, because you just now need to divide the distance and displacement with time. So you need to see at first that how much time it is taking to complete 2.25 rotation, right? So for one rotation it is 4 seconds. For unitary method, for one rotation it is taking 4 seconds. So for 2.25 rotations it will take 2.25 into 4 seconds. What you will get? That is 9 seconds. 9 seconds. Simple calculate. 9 by 4. 9 by 4 into 4 means 9 seconds. So total 9 seconds it is taking. So if you divide this displacement by 9, you will get the speed. Velocity. If you divide this distance by 9, you will get the speed. So this is how you can solve. And last question is your homework. And try to stop this video, pause this video and solve this question immediately. Okay, immediately solve this question and send me the answer on the comment section. Okay, if answer is correct, I will give you a heart button there. Okay. So I hope you can do the problem. I have already explained about the 3/4. 3/4 means nothing. This is 1/4, this is 2/4, this is 3/4. 3/4 means total this part. From this point to this point it is coming actually. Okay, so how you can easily how you can get the displacement? Displacement means initial to final point. If this one is initial point, this one is final point, so this is the distance, means this is the displacement. You know this perpendicular, you know this base, this is 14 meter, this is 14 meter. You can easily calculate this hypotenuse. This, so above means in case of 0.25 triangle was like this. In case of 0.75 triangle is like this. Concept is same, but triangle is inverting. Okay, so here also 14 meter and you can get 14 root 2 as displacement. So just try to calculate. If you face any problem, just comment on the comment section. I will try to solve this problem. Okay, so today's class was on speed and velocity and their numericals. I hope you have not any doubt regarding this diameter, means this all are about the things where diagrams are there. Now later on we will furthermore discuss about the problems from NCERT also, from more for gaining more concepts. So stay connected with this channel. I hope this video is helpful for you. If you are new in this channel, you can subscribe this channel and go to the latest videos, means where from the motion chapter starts. You go there and just try to watch those videos, because those videos are very much helpful. Means from the basics I have tried to discuss all the things. Okay, those videos will be very much perfect for you. Next class I am going to discuss on acceleration and also graphical representation part. So that video is going to be very much beneficial for you. So try to subscribe and hit the bell icon and press all button to get all the notifications from this channel. Okay, thank you.